in today's video, I will be ranking all of Luna Snow's MVPs. And yes, that includes a recolor because I'm a devoted Luna Snow fan. I'm not gonna half-ass this. The first skin of hers I will be ranking is her default summer skin. I like how she's very committed to her brand. Front of her swimsuit looks like a snowflake. Her cutouts look like a snowflake. Her bow is tied in a way that it looks like a snowflake. She has snowflakes on her headphones. She has headphones while in the water because of course she's a K-pop idol. I mean, what else is she meant to do? And we also have the signature K-popness of asymmetricalness. On top of that, I like that she's just like vibing her own environment. I like that she freezes the waves because I do think that it actually does visually look pretty cool. Same thing where she put ice in her legs because she can. So for that, I will be giving it place A because there's other ones I like more. Next skin is still her swimsuit, but it's in the gold and purple recolor. I hate this. I think this is honestly the worst recolor in the game. Despite the fact that my opinions clearly need no explanation, the fact that it is yellow snow, plus I'm also getting flashbacks to Emma Frost's recolor, the peanut butter and purple. And it's so sad. I actually really like purple. I actually would like this recolor if it was like not yellow. Just choose another color. So despite the fact that I still think this is a really cool design of hers, and I think it's one of their more creative designs, I'm unfortunately still going to give it C rank because I can't get over yellow snow, especially where it is. Now, in contrast to my hate of the purple and particularly the yellow of it all, I do really like this recolor. I think honestly this is one of my favorite color combinations on her, especially because I just think it makes it pop more. Not only that, but I can respect a girly pop who is willing to keep to her colors. And so to me, I like the fact that this has a lot of similar colors to her other skins, and so I just think it fits her really well overall. I also think it makes her hair pop a lot more. But then especially when you include her recolored ultimate, I'm gonna give this S tier. Up next is her default skin. I must admit, I still do really like this skin. I don't think it's my favorite one anymore, but I do think it's a really good default. Although, in terms of her MVP, I do feel like if she was released today, she would be doing a lot more than just this, so I'm gonna give it a C because I like it, but not that much. Now for her release skin, this is actually one of the 2 Luna Snow skins, or I guess 3 if you include her green recolor, that I don't have. I don't know, I like it in some ways. I do like her MVP though, because I do think that really showcases her, and especially all the cameras of it, because I do think, again, that this just showcases her K-pop idolness. But I don't think the skirt is what I like in it. I'm just like expecting more from the skirt, and honestly I think if they were to re-release this today, they would do a lot better on it. So I'm gonna give this like A tier because it gives the vibes, but the execution is missing. For ESU skin, Marvel Rivals, I need you to release these pants. I will buy these pants. I unironically super like these pants. I think they look super comfortable, and honestly as a color skin, I do think this is quite the vibe. Though I must admit, the buff to her bra, it was a little crazy when I first saw that. Although, I mean, I respect a girly who wants structure. I mean, who can blame her? She needs the structure, and I guess it's part of her disguise, right? That's how, because clearly if she was not wearing a different bra, they would instantly know it is K-pop sensation Luna Snow, and the ice powers is not giving it away. But overall, I would give this high A tier. Newest release skin, I don't really care for this MVP. I wish it showcased Luna Snow a little bit more than it did the car, but oh well. But for the skin itself, I do quite like it, so I'm gonna give it like S tier. I do really like this purple recolor. This is probably one of my, if not my favorite skin of hers in this particular recolor, like not necessarily the skin itself, but this recolor, because I love purple. Not only that, but I do like how you can really tell that this looks like her base design, and they simplified it a little bit more to be like that. Whereas you have Black Cat with the same series skin, and she has like 500 billion options. This is my least favorite of her recolors for this skin, but I must admit my biggest problem with this is that in some lights in the game, it doesn't even look like orange, but I'm still gonna give it like S tier. Now this skin is one of my biggest regrets. I did not get this skin at the time, and I really regret not getting it. I must admit, the only thing I still don't know how to feel about is her hair, because in some ways I do like it, and I do think it goes back to like the genre it's meant to be. At that exact same time, the cut of it just seems ever so slightly off. And then the MVP, I must admit, I was a little off put for a second. The way she steps on such over the camera did take me aback at first, but then I realized a lot of the K-pop bands do actually do that for their music video. Like even Cat's Eye did it, and they're not inherently K-pop. But yeah, I do still like this. I must admit it's one of the skins I've also been considering cosplaying, so I'm gonna give it S tier. Now this one, this is probably my favorite recolor of them all for this skin, but I do still like the other recolors. I think they all make sense for the brand, but this is how you're meant to do gold and yellow. The fact too that this is giving less yellow snow and more gold regalness is a lot better too. I do really like this, and like I said before, she sticks to her brand. She knows what works for her. Also, those chunky heels, oh my gosh, these are probably my favorite shoes. As to no one's surprise, as a result, this will also be S tier. Like I said before, with her one swimsuit skin, I do like that they have the option here where you can go back to like her base colors colors. The blue just works for her. And again, I like the clunky heels. I love those heels, especially because they're thigh-high boots. I love the thigh-highs. And as such, another S tier. Now, this skin, honestly, I'm really excited to see what they do next year for the anniversary skins. This and the Sue Storm anniversary skins are the only two anniversary skins that I got. My only qualm with this skin is that I have her recolored ultimate. I really like that recolored ultimate. But the fact that, like, flip between doing the healing and the damage boost, you keep getting this wicka wicka wick with the record player sound. I don't like that part, but I still quite like it, so I am gonna give it S tier. I'm just wishing that they would change that ultimate sound. I don't like the fact that they basically reset the song every time. Now, this is a recolor of the skin that I did get, and I still quite like the green. I think it just looks really well on her, and I think it's surprising that I actually like it because none of her other skins have any sort of green with it, so I do like how unique that is. Not only that, but I like that it stands out, and I still think it's kind of funny that if I recall correctly, when this first released, it was called Blue Raspberry for the recolor name, but yeah, this is S tier, and I also really like the sound effects, other than, like I said, the ultimate problem. For a girly pop who is known for her colors, I'm severely disappointed in this recolor. I understand why some people might like this skin, but I don't like this recolor. I think it's missing her signature pop of colors, especially because it's a cake. I mean, what kind of cake is just all sorts of browns? Like, I guess a chocolate cake, but I mean, that makes it uninteresting and boring. You can up your game, decorate better, but I'm still gonna give it like high A tier. I don't like the sound effects on this skin, but my biggest problem with it is that this intro animation should be her MVP. Do you know how much aura this has? This is actually insane. Now, I did grow up with like the Winx and loving the magical girl transformations, so to me, the fact that she has this as your MVP when you had that masterpiece of an intro and an MVP right there, I am kind of disappointed by it. Also, the random wings is a little confusing to me, so B tier. One of her first recolors, and one of the first recolors in the game, is this one. It's also one of her first legendaries. I still like it. I just wish that I just wish it had an ultimate recolor where she's like at this concert. Also, I feel like the lips don't really match up to what she's saying in the MVP, but I do think they've done a lot better since then and fixed some of those issues. But I do still really like this skin, but not my favorite. But the sound effects, probably the best sound effects they've ever released for a legendary skin in this game, so I'm gonna give it like A tier. And now for my final review of this skin. I still remember when this came out and seeing a bunch of people online talking about the fact that it costed so much. As such, clearly even fictional K-pop idols cannot escape controversy, but I love that for her. I also do actually genuinely like this skin. I do, again, think that it's nice that it matches some with her base skin. So it has a really cool running animation, like they changed the streaks that she leaves behind, and I do think that's probably one of my favorite aspects of this skin as well. So S tier. Here is my finished ranking. Let me know if you would do anything different and if you agree or disagree and who you would like to see me give my opinions on next. Also, once I hit 1,000 subscribers, I'll do a cosplay of your choice, and I will plug the fact that I do have the base skin of Luna Snow as a cosplay, so let me know who I should do. Also, thank you for watching until the end. Please subscribe. I just want to become monetized. Thank you.